This is what I look like when I do my makeup. Eee. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another video. It's actually been a few days since I've vlogged because last week was crazy. So it was La Braderie de Lille, which is basically this big like street festival, but there are lots of vendors and sellers of different things. It's like a really giant citywide garage sale, but also a street market party situation. So I really didn't vlog last week because I was kind of just hanging out in Lille doing shopping, not really doing anything touristy per se. So I didn't have a lot to vlog, but this week I'm back and better than ever. So today I'm gonna do a little get ready with me. So if you're not here for the get ready portion, that's okay. You can just skip ahead. But I realized I haven't really talked to you all about just my life here and how things are going. I've just been going on adventures, which is great, but I just wanted to spend a few minutes this morning just talking to you guys about how things have been going, what it's been like, and I know a lot of you are new here to my channel, so thanks for being here. If you're new, I know my mom my mom sent a lot of friends over from her channel, so I really appreciate that. You guys have all been really sweet in the comments, just telling me you're excited to follow along, so I am excited to have you following along. Basically, I'm just gonna kind of start from the beginning, because I really don't know how much I've said. So I've been here for just over a month now, which is crazy to me. I can't believe it's already been a month. It's going by way too quickly. But I'm not gonna think about that. I'm just gonna enjoy every moment while I'm here. But I have absolutely been loving it. I really lucked out with my host family. They are absolutely amazing. I genuinely have nothing bad to say. Like, I love them so much. So I am so content with the family I'm with. I'm not vlogging them just for their privacy and the kids' privacy, because they don't really post a lot of the kids publicly. So I'm gonna keep them out of the vlogs, but you're here to see the travels anyway. You're here to see all the cool stuff I'm doing. So that's what we're gonna do. I have gotten a little homesick sometimes. It's not so much that I feel like I want to go home. It's just, it's so alienating to live in another country where you don't speak the language. I mean, I speak a little bit of French. Those of you who don't know how language levels work, pretty generally the standard way to level languages is A1 and A2 are the beginner levels, B1 and B2 are the intermediate levels. So I'm B2, which means I'm high intermediate, so I have a good foundation and knowledge of the language, but I'm not fluent yet, and it's still hard for me. I don't have the biggest vocabulary, but usually I can kind of figure out how to say what I'm trying to say in a different way with the vocabulary that I have. And then C1 and C2 are, you know, edging on fluent. So C1 is almost fluent, C2 is basically fluent. You could probably take a fluency test and pass once you're C2. So that's where I'm at. My host mom thinks that by the end of the year I'll be fluent. I'm crossing my fingers for that. I'm putting a lot of work in. I only speak English with my host kiddos because that's kind of partially why I'm here. With my host parents, I usually speak French. My host mom doesn't speak a lot of English. She has an intermediate level of English, so we usually just speak in French. And then with my host dad, he speaks a lot of English, but he speaks French with me so I can practice. So yeah, that's great too that I'm talking with them, and it's so helpful to live in a house with a French family because the French I learned in school is very formal. It's not not casual everyday use all the time. A lot of it is more grammatically correct, but as we know in English especially, we do not speak the grammatically correct way all the time. That's not natural. That's not how people use the language a lot of times. So it's super helpful to be able to get some of that kind of natural French speak in. Also, I know I look crazy as I go through these steps doing my makeup, but this is how I do it. This is a pretty full face of makeup that I'm doing right now. So this is how I do it when I want to put on a full face of makeup. If you want the breakdown of what I do and the products I use, I could probably do that in a video too. But that could honestly be its own video. I use a lot of e.l.f. makeup. That's my go-to. They don't have e.l.f. makeup in France, so I'm gonna just have to get over it and buy different stuff. My thing with e.l.f. is it's super cheap, but it also just stays on all day. The quality is great because there's lots of cheap makeup, but it's a lot of times not super great. e.l.f. makeup is inexpensive and just so fabulous. So shout out to e.l.f. This is not sponsored. I can't get e.l.f. makeup here though, so that is a little unfortunate. I'm gonna have to try something new. So if you know of any good, inexpensive makeup brands that you can get in France, let me know. Anyway, back to it. As far as the au pair stuff goes, I am just loving it. I'm loving being able to travel all the time. I might have talked about this in one of my last videos, but I can't remember, so I'm gonna review it again. But my schedule is really open. So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, I drop the kids off at school and I have them there by 9 a.m. After school, I don't pick them up until 4:30. So I have the entirety of the day to do whatever I want. And last week was a little crazy too, which is again why I didn't vlog so much, because I started my language classes. So I am taking French lessons or French classes for 3 months while I'm here. I can choose to go longer after that, but I don't know that I will. I've got 3 months of classes, and then after Christmas time, I'll probably be done. But yeah, I just have that 2 days a week because I am in the higher level, which is kind of nice. So 2 days a week for me for my language class, and then the rest of the time is mine. Weekends are mine. I can do whatever. Occasionally they need me on the weekends, but we always talk about it ahead of time. My formal work hours are just 25 hours a week, so it's really not a lot. I love them, so I hang out with them more than that just because they're my family here. So that's, of course, I'm gonna spend time with my family. Outfit of the day. Let's talk about it. This little shawl I got thrifted, of course. It's super lightweight and soft, which I love. The weather has finally gotten a little chilly here. So it's chilly, I can layer, that's my favorite. I love to be able to layer my clothes. This little black long sleeve shirt was from Aeropostale. My jeans were thrifted, my belt was thrifted, and then I sound like a little horse when I walk today because I got these cute little boots from a store in France called Echam. So it's just like a shoe bag kind of store. But now I'm gonna make some breakfast and then we'll head out for the day. Breakfast haul. The best part about my breakfasts here, I pretty much have the same thing every day. 2 eggs, but they're fresh from the chickens in the backyard. Amazing. And then some bread. Usually it's some kind of bread from the boulangerie, which is the bakery. Sometimes it's like a loaf of brioche, just depends. But little bread and butter, eggs, and then some kind of fruit. I think today I'm gonna have a banana, but every day, consistently, on repeat. I'm actually about to leave now, but a little update. So today I'm going to go to La Piscine, which is in Roubaix, which is just next to Lille. And then tomorrow, which I think will still be a part of this vlog, we will go to Le Palais des Beaux-Arts. So let's go. I need you all to hear my boots. Do you hear how I sound like a little horse? Clop, 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 clop. I love it. Makes me feel like proper lady, I think. Everybody, I am done at La Piscine. It was super pretty. There was way more art than I thought there was going to be. It was a full-on art museum, as you probably just saw in all my clips. So that was really cool. The Bridgerton era, that's the only way I can refer to it. Those paintings are my favorite. Oh. Good. This is good. This is really good. Now it is time to find something to eat, so I think I'm going to find a little cafe or a patisserie or something and grab some food, and then I'm just going to walk around a little bit. That'll probably be it for today. Okay, clearly I did not go to a patisserie, but my friend who lived in France for a while told me I had to try O Tacos. It's like French Taco Bell, I think, but a little different. So I got a Coke Zero and a taco. Let's try it. Whoa. This is going to be crazy, I think. Pigeons are everywhere. All right, real-time review. You know, it's pretty good. I'm gonna regret this later, but it's pretty good. Alright, hello everybody. So a little backstory. Today I had to drop the car off for an oil change. That was a challenge, let me tell you. Talking about cars and oil changes in French is not something that I learned how to talk about in my French classes, so that was exciting. Now I'm gonna go to a little boulangerie patisserie to get some different treats, so I'll show you what I get. I want to try some different things. I haven't eaten enough pastries since I've gotten here, to be really honest. Like, I'm in France, I should be eating them every day. So that's what I'm doing now, so let's go do that. Alright, this is the haul. So this guy is une tartelette au sucre. This one is un palmier. And this one is une financier framboise. So, with strawberry, or raspberries, not strawberries. Starting off with the financier. It's just, it looks like a Madeleine cookie, but with raspberries. So good. That is so good. Chef's kiss. So good. I had to rate it out of 10. She gets a 7 or an 8. That's a high rating. Le palmier. Looks like a little heart. It's buttery, it's good. 6 or 7 out of 10. All right, last one. This one's good. So good. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Whoa. Good morning, everybody. Okay, so today I am finally going to Le Palais des Beaux-Arts, which is a big art museum in the center of Lille. It was closed on Tuesday when I tried to go, so I'm going there today. I also haven't vlogged at all in Lille yet to be able to like show you guys the city and everything, so we're gonna do that as well. And then, yeah, see what else we have time for, but it should be a fun day. city maps, and I'm gonna spend like hours looking at these. They're so amazing, and they're so tiny. Busy all of a sudden. I think there must be like a school trip or something, and it was a bunch of like middle school / high school aged kids, and so that wasn't really my vibe. But this is one of the museums on my card, my little museum card that my host family got me, so I'm gonna come back. I made it to like the negative first floor and then the 0th floor, because the first floor is the first one up, so I will go there next time. But now I'm gonna find some food, I think, and then show you around Lille. So let's do it. Church was really pretty, but I was kind of sad because it's so old, there was like a netting under the ceiling, so you couldn't really see how high the ceilings went because the paint was all like falling off and it was losing parts of the ceiling. But it was really pretty. I haven't been into that one yet. There's like a million churches around me, so I'm sure I'll get to showing you more. But I found a little boulangerie that I'm gonna go grab some food at, and then maybe sit in a park and eat some lunch. Okay, lunch hall is here. The Coke Zero, of course. And then I went to this little boulangerie called Maison Papillon, and they had a deal where you could get like a sandwich, a drink, and a little sweet treat for €8.90, which was a steal. So I'll show you what I got. Yum! This is basically just a fancy grilled cheese. It's called a croque monsieur. Sweet treat reveal, but I destroyed it. It's an eclair. It was really pretty before, but it's still gonna taste good.